Hey Soul Fam, it's Crystal, checking in once again to ask, how's life living you? I really want to know. And I'm so grateful when you do reach out and share with me and connect. It's it's a blessing. It really is. And so I am here once again getting my river therapy for the day. I need it. I need it more than I can describe. And I'm really looking forward tonight to this crazy blood moon and what is it, a lunar eclipse, and all of the craziest celestial events that are going to take place. But I want to be prepared, so I needed to make sure I got a little river therapy. I hope you get a chance to. And so I hear some people in the reams of reels and whatnots say this is a really good time to break away from the cycles and patterns that don't serve us anymore. With the blood moon and I guess I said something about Mercury and retrograde, the electrolytes in the Milky Way. The moon might as well be in the microwave. I don't know what any of that means, but I will say it is significant that at any time, especially no better than right now, this time, is a good time to recognize and walk away from patterns that are unhealthy and don't serve us anymore. And so I'm going to encourage you not to wait until 999, which I heard was like September 9th of 2025, because you add the 2025 together and that equals 9. So we're in a 999 portal following a lunar eclipse, following, oh my goodness, all this stuff. And you can buy it if you want to. I'm not selling anything. I don't care. I'm not making anything off of this. I just love sharing because so many people are interested in that. And a 999 portal sounds really cool. And of course, breaking bad cycles that don't suit us sounds amazing, So let's think about it, fam. Let's look into it. What are some things that don't serve you, and how can we break free of them? Back on August 23rd, I made a commitment and broke my contract with nicotine. People, oh my God, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? Dude, I had to do something silly and symbolic to myself. So what worked for me may not work for anybody else, But I had a half a pack of cigarettes left, very expensive cigarettes, and I had to make the decision in my head and go, I'm going to put more into this than that. And that is taking away from this. So I had to make a decision, and I had to stand behind my decision. And when I faltered, I thought, no, that means I don't have any integrity. So I hold myself to a really high standard and say, I've made a decision. I'm done with this, and it doesn't serve me, so it doesn't have any space or any place in my space. And I took those cigarettes and I broke them into teeny tiny pieces. And as I broke them one by one into piece by piece, I had to tell the universe and the God of my understanding, I'm done with this, and I do not, I revoke that contract it has on my life. I revoke that bond, that stronghold on my life. And I repeated it over and over and over again so that it kind of makes like wiring neurons in my brain understand that, hey, Crystal isn't joking around. She's not going to pick up these things again, because I will be betraying myself. I've been betrayed by everybody. I've been disappointed. Let me tell you, humans are going to let you down. I don't want to let myself down. And I don't want to be somebody that I am disappointed in. So when I took that and I made that symbolic gesture, and it took me about 20 minutes, and I'll even say I did odd things, like I burned sage, and even after that day when I broke my contract with nicotine, I kept the bundle of sage, which people do stuff like smudging. I don't know what any of that means. I think it's awesome. If you know what it is, tell me about it, send me a letter. I'm always willing and open to learning and understanding more. I may not accept it for myself, But I love to learn and be open to learning because I tell myself on an everyday basis, I need to set aside everything I think I know about me, everything I think I know about the God of my understanding, everything I think I know about you and the world around me. If I think I know it all, I'm not open to learning anything. So I set it aside, everything I think I know, so that I can be open to a new experience with all of these things. That's how I got to find out what I like, as I didn't think that I knew anything about myself anymore. Matter of fact, I knew nothing about myself. I lost my identity when I lost my husband because so much of my identity was wrapped up in him that when I thought, well, what would be a good day? What do I like? I had no idea. And it wasn't until I started exploring that and forgetting what I thought I knew that I was open and I started to learn. You know what I do like? I love my river therapy. I love doing this passion project. I love doing God's work. I love spreading positivity. I love giving medicine to the collective and showing that I've been through something awful and gross and showing it to someone else and going, see, this is gross. But you know what? It transformed and it transmuted, and then it's a butterfly, and it's freeing, and I can share it because now I can see the cocoons in others. It's a freaking miracle. I mean, it fills me with so much joy that all I can do is want to give it away. It makes me not want to ask for anything because I already have everything that I need. It makes me want to ask for things for you. It makes me want you to have the understanding and the openness, the willingness to receive the favor that the universe wants to give you. It gave it to me, and let me tell you, I'm kind of gross. I've been through so much crap. If I were to lay it all out, you would turn. You'd be like, oh, swipe away. Ooh, that's toxic. Because it was. Life is toxic. It was lifing. I had to clear some karmic crap, like out the gate. But let me tell you how beautiful it is to clear that, to be burned down and then rise like that phoenix. And then not rise in vain for me, but rise and want to take everybody with me up, elevate, remove the veil. Let's not live in our tragedies anymore. Let's learn and grow and then heal ourselves and others from our tragedies. That's why we've been put through them. God that's living through you, life living you, wants to see, is it going to make or break you? And if it makes or breaks you, are you going to learn and share? Or are you going to be toxic and contagious? I'm definitely contagious. I love spreading positivity. Yeah, so if that's not your thing, I'm going to be grossing you out. But just as happy as I am, I have rage, I have shame, I have guilt, and I can be fueled by it, and I can go 100 miles an hour into a brick wall being fueled by resentments and guilt and shame and yet it really didn't get me far, a brick wall. So I can put all that down when I see it, and I'm like, wait, what's got me so upset? What's going on? And when I can reach out to somebody who knows me and they go, wait, that wasn't you yesterday. Wait, you're pretty amazing, And then they remind me, and then they mirror back to me the kindness I've shown them. They mirror that back to me. And they help me get back on track, get back and do some river therapy. I'm blessed by a bus of blessings by every one of you. I love you. I really do. I want nothing but the favor that I have from the universe for you. I want nothing but abundance of peace, of joy for you. And then all I want is for you to be open and willing to receive it. I have everything I need. You have everything you need. Find your feet. I found my feet. They're going in the water. Anyway, it's Crystal, always asking, how's life living you? And now that I've told you a little bit about how life is living me, I hope you're blessed. bless your socks off. Till next time.